A year ago, we made pineapple mead. Today, we're going to taste it. I'm turning the bottle very carefully because there's a little bit of loose wispy stuff in the bottom of the bottle. It happens.
We got a moonscape down there.
Yep. So this is 15.4% ABV. A little on the, upper range for us. It's like a mid-range. So this would be considered, believe it or not, a sack mead. Argue with me all you want. The rule says over 15% is a sack mead. I don't really believe that, but whatever. And it ended at 1.011. Actually, it was bottled at 1.011. It may not have ended there. So we now need to get this out of the bottle and into some glasses. For that, we need a pour can.
Pineapple mead was one of the first meads that we made. I think
many years ago.
Made pineapple, we made cranberry, and we made...
Oh, no, the pineapple was later. Pineapple was apple. It was after.
Okay.
Pineapple was apple, yeah.
But it was still before we started...
Oh, yeah, it was before we started City
Steading.
Yeah.
So...
Years before.
This, however, has been done for you.
This was recent. This was, we bottled it June 8th, 2021.
Oh, it's pineapple.
On the color, it's a gorgeous, like a light tawny color, right? Like a honey. Goldenrod, even.
Goldenrod.
It does have a little bit of stuff in the bottom of the bottle. That happens over time. And for a while, we were bottling almost right away after second racking. Now we're starting to leave things longer. Live and learn. You always get a little bit better. You fine-tune your methods.
Yeah, if you have the ability, once you've racked it and it's ready for bottling,
leave it.
Let it sit some more. As long
Give it a
as
month.
It's in a proper vessel and airlocked and all good to go, let it sit longer, and you will notice that science is occurring in that vessel, and more sediment comes out.
Yeah, on the smell, it is grilled pineapple with honey drizzled over it. Yep, but it's grilled. There's definitely like a slightly smoky character to it, like a grilled character.
It reminds me of the ham.
It kind of does.
So if you don't know what I'm talking about, there's a ham that you put pineapple chunks on top, and the combination of those smells when they're cooking. It's a really common
thing that people do with ham, babe.
Okay, well, just in case, because we're international, and I don't know if it's an international thing to put.
It's probably an American thing.
Pineapple on ham, but
it's a Canadian thing to put pineapple on pizza. Just so you know, they invented it, not Americans.
Canadians.
They call it Hawaiian pizza, but they're in Canada.
Anyway. It smells good.
It really does. It smells really nice. There's a good honey character. There's a good pineapple.
I'm going to take a drink now.
Yep. That's not bad. It's got a really nice pineapple character. It's got a decent amount of sweetness. It's not overly sweet at all. I mean, 1.011. It's like medium low sweet.
The very first initial, I'm like, oh, this is honey. Mm-hmm. And then it just goes into pineapple.
And those pineapple notes come through, yeah. But the honey never goes away. It's always kind of there.
It's just very subtle.
Yep. But it's nice and rich. There's a good viscosity to this. I think it's even got a nice mouthfeel in general. Like there's a little bit of tannic quality to keep everything there.
Yep. It's got the acidity that's in pineapple.
Yep. Definitely. Yeah. Which that is a balancing flavor too. This could actually go a little sweeter, and that acid would help cut that back. I think it's at a good range, though. I don't want it sweeter. Like, I'm not saying, oh, it's too dry.
I wish the acidity was a touch lower, though.
Really? See, I'm enjoying the acidity level on this.
And that is curious, because I'm getting shades of the dreaded fruit that shall not be named.
Mm-mm.
I am.
Okay, now I am. As soon as you do that, pamplemousse. That's what she's talking about.
Pamplemousse.
Also known as grapefruit. Okay, here's the thing. Like, coming in, I get the honey, and then it turns into pineapple and honey. And then where I would normally get that bitter thing in the back of the throat, that's when I get just the hint of grapefruit.
Yeah, it's at the end.
I think it's literally just the acidity, though. It's tricking you into thinking grapefruit.
Yeah.
But Well, there is a slight citrusy thing to it. I mean, pineapple can sort of.
I think it's the
citrusy.
combination of the acidity from the pineapple and then the bitterness that we get from fermented honey together at the end is reading grapefruit.
You just ruined it for me.
I'm sorry.
I liked this.
Normally you're like, oh, it tastes grapefruit. And I'm like, no, it doesn't. This time I was getting grapefruit.
Well, I see why you're saying grapefruit. I don't get grapefruit. It doesn't stand out as grapefruit to me. I do get the acidic hit, and I see why you're saying it, but it's not as pleasant for that aspect as I would like it to be. Overall, this is pretty well rounded though. I think the acid level might be just a touch high, but the sweetness and the mouthfeel and everything is playing really well together. Pineapple's not an easy thing to ferment and get right.
This is true. And
my last one, after 4 years, was barely drinkable.
there is a rum, and they're really well known for their rum cakes.
Yeah.
Tortugas?
Tortuga rum.
Yeah. And so we
We have
actually
a bottle up there.
I'm looking for it. I'm like, I just see the peach stuff. I'm like, where's the Tortuga? And it was the pineapple.
The pineapple was good. The banana tasted like fake banana.
Yeah, but the pineapple
Rum was amazing.
it was like addictive forming.
You would get
type
so drunk on that.
bad,
So fast.
good candy.
It was a liqueur though. It wasn't like a 60 or 80 proof. It was like a 40 proof.
But now, mentally for me, that is the bar. That is where you want to be. Is the Tortuga pineapple rum.
Well, if we wanted to use all kinds of artificial flavorings, and we could totally do that.
I know, but I don't like the.
You don't like the extracts.
The extracts, so I have unrealistic expectations. Is what I'm trying to say.
Considering this is real pineapple and real honey and a real ferment that used real natural-ish types of things, this is really good.
It is really good.
And I think over time it'll get even better.
I have admitted that I have unrealistic expectations.
The more I'm drinking it, the more I'm really getting it. It's like literally that grilled pineapple, a little bit of char, but not as smoky as I thought. I thought I was getting smoked, but I think it's just a warmed pineapple, which is a slightly different thing. It's more like you microwaved a pineapple, which doesn't sound good, but you microwaved a pineapple and you drizzled some honey over it. Kind of that
I'm
warming.
getting a little bit of cooked notes though, like
That's
almost.
why I say microwaved.
Microwave. Ugh, why did microwave?
Yeah, we're not fans of the microwave, but.
But it's just like almost bochet honey in there.
Yeah, there's a caramel, a caramel type of flavor in there. Somebody's gonna make fun of the way I say caramel.
It doesn't matter. Just doesn't matter.
But I like this. I think it's good. I don't have a lot more to say on it. It's like 2 to 3 notes. You got the caramel thing, you got the honey thing, and you got the pineapple thing. Yeah. There's not a lot more to it, really. Yeah. The acid hit is... But I wonder, if the acid hit wasn't there, would this taste too sweet? That's the balancing act of flavoring something like this, is if the acid was lower, well, now it'd probably be too sweet. If we made it less sweet, then the acid would show up. Or maybe, the pineapple flavor wouldn't come through as much. There's that fine, like you just have to get the balance point, the Venn diagram thing.
Absolutely, and I can appreciate that. And the more I drink it, the more close. I'm thinking, oh, this would be a great addition to a cocktail.
Oh, yeah.
Because I love cocktails. That's just my thing. And I don't think it's...
What kind of cocktail would you make with this?
I would put Malibu rum in this. Of course I would. Don't be ridiculous. Anyway.
Of course you would.
Of course I would.
How silly of me. It was either that or Cointreau.
It was maybe both. Who knows?
And we've gone completely off the rails.
But I think my issue with the acidity in this isn't so much of when it's in the mouth and I'm enjoying the experience of the beverage. It's in the after.
Yeah, it definitely is more.
The after is not working for me. And I'm blaming it on the acid, and I might be putting the blame in the wrong place. I don't know.
You tend to like sweet, fruity things, though, and that takes away from the sweet, fruity aspect. So I can appreciate that. That's probably why it's not bothering me as much, because a lot of whiskeys are not sweet and fruity.
But at the same token, I can just take some water and throw some lime juice in there and be perfectly happy. So
Yeah, it's not the same type of acid though.
Yeah.
Citric acid's a more mild acid. But anyway.
we could talk about
Oh yeah.
different acid types. all day
So
long.
we need to put a number on this.
We need to put a number. All right, let me get my number hat on. You got a number?
Waiting on you.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 7.5. Wow, big disparity. Okay, so that acid's really bothering
It's not working for me. It's
you. Interesting. So I went 7.5 because that's middle of the road between I would drink this and this is amazing. It's right smack in the middle of that. Like, I think this is pretty good. I don't think this is the best thing I've ever made. I don't think it's the most amazing thing ever, but it's pretty good. It's probably better than 95% of the commercial meads I've had. Has more pineapple flavor than most things that we've tried putting pineapple into
This
as
is
well.
true. This is true.
So I think it got the balance pretty close. What would I do to improve it? Well, like you said, less of that acid. The only way to really do that is to reformulate the entire recipe, first off. Probably use pineapple in conditioning instead of primary, and I don't know, maybe that's how we did it. But it seems like maybe some sort of a pH buffer, something to raise the pH rather than have it as acidic as it was. Because honey is acidic and pineapple is acidic.
That's true. That's true.
So that could have been
double
the
whammy.
issue right there. If we did something to raise that pH, the acid might not be as much of an issue. But that's a whole other, get into a whole other thing when we try rebuilding recipes from scratch. But I had a thought. Grab the Malibu.
Woohoo! You see how he had to totally twist my arm to do that, right?
Oh, yeah. Under the table, I was pinching her to make
I
her
was
move.
resisting so much to add Malibu to this. So why are we adding Malibu rum? Well, part of the
According to
reason,
some people, we just like adding rum to everything.
but no, we know the profile of Malibu rum is much more milder
Now it
in
smells
the
like suntan lotion.
acidity because the coconut, and I don't know what the pH of coconut is, but it comes across palate-wise as being non-acidic. Also, Malibu is really sweet. So the combination of the two does make something that smells like suntan lotion, yes.
And tastes like a pina colada.
Mm.
I just did maybe like a 6-to-1 ratio. 6 parts of the mead to 1 part of Malibu rum.
Ooh, okay. Now I could drink way, way too much of this.
Yeah. Technically, it's fortifying, but this is only 21%. This is 15%. I mean,
Yeah.
didn't change it by that much.
Yeah, but this is in the book of Derica, this is fantastic.
In my opinion, puts it up to like a 9. It really does. It changed it that much. As much as I make fun of Malibu rum, it does taste good. I wouldn't call it a high quality spirit, but it does taste good.
Another thing from Canada.
Really?
Yep.
What is with Canada and the palm trees, Hawaiian stuff? I mean, are they jealous? Kenny.
They get a lot of
Kenny.
snow. Oh, come on, don't pick on Kenny. We know he's
By the way, I
tired.
am not picking on people from Canada or Canadians in general.
We adore Canada.
Yeah, honestly, I'd move there if we could, but it's not that simple.
The snow would kill me.
Yeah, she would die from the snow.
I would.
Literally.
I'm landing. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, that's really good.
So make this, get some Malibu rum.
Yeah, you could totally do a blend of this and bottle it that way, and it'd be great. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.